My name is Brandon Dye. I'm the District Wildlife Manager for the Durango East District. That district covers Unit 75 and the northern portion of Unit 74 from Cascade Creek north. Both those units are generally higher elevation. It does transition into some lower mid-elevation in the portions that I cover. 75 south of 160s, primarily private land. North of 160 is there's quite a bit of public access there. A lot of national forests, a lot of BLM around Silverton. There's primarily two different ways to kind of get into Unit 75, either from the northern section out of Silverton. There's a handful of both four-wheel drive roads and side-by-side ATV roads to get in there. From the south, there's really only one main set of Forest Service roads off Missionary Ridge. Both those units are generally pretty heavily pressured. Yeah, so we're limited sex specific for archery. We're below a population objective for elk currently, so we're limited for archery and for first and fourth season rifle. We are over the counter second and third season for bulls. Generally, I'd say as far as success goes, we're at or below statewide average. For most of our seasons. Occasionally we have a better average years than others based on weather conditions. That's kind of our primary driver for where people are finding animals. Generally you're going to see it pretty like normal. Most of our elk summer and early season are going to be pretty high elevation in some pretty nasty country. As the season goes, they get bounced around a little bit, and if we catch some big snow early in the season, potentially there's some better opportunities down lower. The road system, like I say, limits access pretty well. You're not going to get a lot of hunting from the road. Even glassing from the roads are going to be difficult. Pretty much our elk are killed by boot leather in these units. Another consideration is early season is just recreation impacts. The Silverton area is a highly trafficked, both foot trail and the Alpine Loop up there with side-by-sides, ATVs, Jeeps. So it can get pretty busy in the backcountry. Colorado Trail runs through, Divide Trail runs through part of it. So anyway, there's just a lot of people in the woods, so expect that when you go. Generally, I'd say deer, we've got good deer numbers. Currently, we're at objective or above objective. I wouldn't say it's by any means a trophy unit. I'd say if you find a deer that you like, don't pass on it. Those deer, like I say, generally they'll summer up high. The transition country second season can be pretty tough to hunt. We have quite a few licenses available second season for deer, but it can be a pretty challenging hunt just depending on kind of where they are in transition down to winter range. As third and fourth season progress, they kind of move out of the area that I cover and more down into winter range down lower in 75 and 74. We've got a lot of bear tags available for these units down here. Pretty good success rate on them. It's not, like I say, there's a lot of country you can glass if you're willing to gain some elevation, take a look around, and occasionally, like, we do turn up some really nice bears in the area. Unit 74 also has a above timberline early season rifle deer hunt. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool tag. It does take a few points, but it gives a neat opportunity to get in the real high country, the real high basins in 74, and look for some bigger bucks early in the year in September. It's still, even though it does take some points, I mean, you should limit your expectations for what you're going to turn up. It's not going to be a 200 class buck probably, but it's still a real neat opportunity to get out in the woods early and take your rifle for a hike in the high country.